Hi, this is Kelly, your certified health coach.
And this is Scarlett, your life coach here in the Valley of the Sun. Welcome to Hot in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful day, yeah?
It is a beautiful day.
It's a gorgeous day.
Yes.
I am loving this.
Me too.
It's like in the 80s. 80s are okay.
I'm good with 80s.
And breezy.
Yep.
I'm breezy. You can't say you're breezy.
Breezy is okay. Windy, no.
No, right. I'm good with breezy. How you been? Things good?
Yeah, you?
Yeah. Been doing okay. Oh, took the cat to the vet.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's old. He's 20 and he quit eating.
Oh, no.
Yeah, for 3 days he didn't eat.
Aw.
Yep, and then
Poor
he started eating, but I had already made the appointment, so I took him to the vet. $500 for them to tell me what a healthy 20-year-old cat I have. What a friendly, soft, sweet boy he is. That'll be $500. Who knows why he quit eating? Nobody knows. His blood work came back fantastic. She's like, nobody can believe this cat is 20. I was like, well, he's not going to make it to 21, let me tell you. Because I'm going to kill him.
All right.
But other than that, things are good. I've been reading.
Oh, I miss reading.
There's nothing on YouTube, so I've got this great library.
Yeah.
And so I picked up a book that has been sitting there that it's like one of those things. It was a free book, first off. It came in a package that I got.
Mm-hmm.
They threw it on in there. And it's one of those books where I want to read it, but I don't think I want to keep it. So I'm going to give it away.
Yeah.
It's been sitting there for like 3 years. That I was going to read it and give it away. So, so I'm actually reading it now, which I'm really enjoying.
Yeah.
Really enjoying.
I miss reading. I haven't read in a long time.
Oh my gosh, it's fantastic. The book's not fantastic. Reading is fantastic. I just love spending that time.
Yes.
But I have YouTube is getting to be like TV. There's nothing on.
Yeah. How is that
It's
possible?
like, come on, people.
Excuse me.
You're supposed to, you're all supposed to be creators.
Right?
Create something
Right?
different. I don't know.
Well, I picked up TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I've resisted it for a long time. Well, I had gotten it a while back and then I got rid of it.
The only thing I they do like a lot of cutesy little dance things,
They do.
but that are like, what, 30 seconds long?
Yeah.
Do they do anything longer than that?
All TikTok videos are about a minute, I think.
Really?
And then they have like, so like some people do multiple parts. So if they have a lot to say, they'll do like part 1, part 2, part 3, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Kind of like
then,
Instagram stories type.
Yeah, exactly. And then I thought that they were only doing those little cutesy dance videos too, but there's so much.
Really?
I mean, they have like cooking videos, so they like speed them up, so it's like super fast. Yeah. Oh yeah. And then they have, a lot of police officers and firefighters are on there, and military guys.
I could really.
It's fun to watch, and
I don't like cooking shows, but if you sped them up, I could probably watch.
Yeah, it's
I could watch a minute
it's
cooking
pretty
show.
Interesting. Well, in my feed, I started getting these psychics, and they do the collective reading. So
Do they have like recommendations or for you? Is that how you get videos or what?
Well, when you first sign up, what are your interests
Oh.
in this? And I don't remember there being psychic one to check, but I don't know, there might have been.
You didn't have to because they were psychic. They knew.
Exactly. Well, these people show up in my feed, and wow, it's they do a collective reading, and it's very interesting.
Really?
Yeah, and it's like all of them say the same thing. And my daughter's like, Mom, they all say the same thing. I'm like, I know, it's weird, huh?
It's a little, that's a little odd.
Yeah, so.
They're not like saying it verbatim, are they? Like they're reading a script?
No.
Get your psychic TikTok script?
Yeah. Nope. It's really interesting. Like this one girl, she's like, oh, I wasn't even going to do a love reading, but apparently I am now.
Wow.
And so yeah, it's interesting.
Wow, that's
we won't go into
crazy.
that part of it because what it says is like hits really close to the heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but one thing that every one of them has been talking about lately is being true to yourself. Speaking your truth. And what's funny about that is that you and I had a conversation about that last week.
Yeah.
Speaking your truth. So, what does that
that's
mean?
kind of weird because, well, because when we were talking about it, I had found that piece of paper. Well, it was in a notebook. Because you and I had gone to see a psychic.
Yeah.
And
a couple times.
Yeah. And when that happens, I write down what she says for you. And you write down what she says for me.
Right.
And one of the things that you wrote down that she had told me was that I was not being my authentic self.
Right.
And I think, to me, that is what speaking your truth is being your authentic self, not trying to please others.
Right.
I'm not saying what is you think is expected of you. And being honest.
Being honest with yourself as well as everybody else.
Yeah. That's really weird that has come up. Because you know how I've been feeling, I don't know, I don't know how long it's been. It's been a while.
It's been a few months, I think.
Because I keep saying that, and what was funny was when we had seen that psychic and you had written this stuff down, one of the couple things that you had written down was that not being true to myself is causing health issues. And I think that that's kind of fascinating because I think it's important that maybe I change my ways.
Yes.
Because I'm not being authentic.
No.
I'm not. But, you know, sometimes, and I don't know, tell me if you agree, disagree, don't care. It's hard. Okay, so for women, being our authentic self, speaking our truth, you know, to me that means like living your dreams. And it's hard for women.
Yep.
Because a lot of times we are mothers. So we can't live for ourselves.
Right.
Because we have little people.
Yes.
That we have to live for.
Exactly.
Right? It's like we can't, a lot of times women abandon their dreams, and especially single moms, because we don't have somebody else there to pick up the slack.
Right.
If we want to pursue a dream, we don't have somebody who can babysit, take kids to school, whatever, make dinner.
Right.
So we don't get to live our truth.
No, we don't. We don't. And even when our kids become adults, sometimes, you know, we don't get to live our truth.
No,
because,
sometimes it's too late.
Yeah. It's either too late or those adult kids still need that extra.
Right. Well,
extra.
My mom,
So,
you know, your kids are always your kids.
right.
And you never stop being that parent.
Right.
Ever. Some kids go on to be successful on their own. That's great. You know, I worry about my kids. And I think, are they going to be okay? And yeah, if it came down to it, yes, they'd figure it out.
Right.
They would be just fine. But being the control freak that I am, I'll do your laundry, okay? Because I don't think you're doing it right. I'll do the laundry, I'll fold it, because I can fold better. It's just the way it is. That's me speaking my truth right there. Maybe I can't load a dishwasher, but dang it, laundry.
Yeah.
I excel at laundry. But it is true that we do, you know, my mother told me when I was younger, my mom, and I will not ever forget this, and I say I was younger, but I was an adult, okay? I had already been married and divorced. So I was an adult, standing in my mother's kitchen. My mother was there. It was a big party because the steps were there. And I remember my oldest stepsister standing there, and there was a cookie.
Mm-hmm.
And I took that cookie. Now, there was a child, not my child, but there was a child who also wanted the cookie. First come. Sorry. Okay? That's my cookie.
Right.
Child cried. And both my mother and my stepsister said, "You won't be a good mother. You're too selfish."
Wow.
Excuse me?
Wow.
Yeah, okay. You know, now that it's all said and done, my kids aren't the ones that have been in jail. My kids graduated. Hers quit at like 7th grade because she felt she had been educated all she could have been. But I was, it was drilled into me. When you have a child, your life ends.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now you live for that child.
Right.
You don't get to go do. So I was glad I had children later.
Uh-huh.
I was able to do all my traveling, all my stupid stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God there was no social media then.
Right.
Prove it. But you really don't get to live your truth after that.
Right.
Because you are living for them.
Mm-hmm.
And you are protecting them.
Right.
I think, honestly, if I lived my truth,
Mm-hmm.
and I have said this 1,000 times, I would have very few friends.
You have said that several times.
And it's true. It is true. I tell everybody, they're like, "You're so nice." No, I'm a bitch. I just am. They're like, "No, you're not. If you knew me before Arizona, you'd be like, damn, she's a bitch. What a bitch. I was a stuck-up bitch. That's who I am. That's who I am." But I dialed it in, right? Especially after my mother passed away. Because everybody loved my mother. But I called her the accommodator. Because she accommodated for everybody.
Yeah.
"Oh, you don't like that? I don't like it either. I can make you something else." No. You don't like it? You're gonna starve.
Right.
Sorry. But I became that accommodator.
Mm-hmm.
And now
it's easy to do.
But it's not good for you.
No.
Because what happens what happens when you want to do these things that you're holding back on for whatever reason?
Mm-hmm.
And then it becomes too late.
Right. And it's funny because when I found that when I say I want to do this or that or the other, when my kids were younger, people would be like, "You can't do that. You have kids."
Right.
And you're a single mom, and
Right. Okay. Let me put all these boundaries on you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And now you.
And another way for speaking your truth is that when you want to speak your feelings, and you want to live in your feelings.
Yes.
And you want to have your feelings.
Yes.
You should be able to have those feelings.
Yes.
And I hate when I get shut down. And I have been shut down for years by people because I'm a very strong person.
Yeah, you are.
I'm a very strong person. And I push my feelings down a lot. So when I actually show my feelings, it's like been bubbling up and bubbling up and bubbling up, whether that's sadness or anger or whatever. And when I speak those feelings, I feel like I need to have the right and the room to do that.
I think in 10 years I've seen you cry once.
Right.
One time in 10 years.
So,
and I was like, I didn't know what to feel. I was like, oh God.
Yeah.
But you're right, because you do put this persona out there. You have to.
Right.
Because I'll tell you something, if you don't, everything else is going to go to shit.
Right.
You have to hold it together. Because if you don't, jump in the handbasket, we're all going to hell.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so I need to have that moment to it's like when I do that, if I am allowed to have that moment, it's over pretty quickly, and then I can get up, I pick myself up, and I move forward.
Right.
Because that's what I have done my entire life.
Start all over again.
And so when I get shut down, it's a horrible feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I don't matter.
God.
And nobody listens, and I don't matter, and what the hell? Why do you get to live in your feelings and I don't get to live in mine?
Right.
And so, if somebody needs to have those feelings, give them the opportunity.
I think also, though, again, we play nice.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to upset anybody.
Right.
We want to be amenable. I think it's important to speak up.
Oh, totally.
I think if you feel like you're not getting that opportunity, you need to say something.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not sure that I would recognize when you need that.
Right.
I'm not sure that, because, sometimes I'm just like, la, 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 with my little blinders on.
Right.
And it does take a complete meltdown for me to go, ooh, maybe that wasn't the right thing to do. maybe I should have said, and how are you? Tell me how you're really feeling. I think it's important to speak that truth.
Yeah, absolutely.
To absolutely speak it. And again, because if you don't, time goes on and it becomes too late.
Right.
So that when that meltdown does come, somebody else might be like, what the hell's wrong with you?
Exactly. Exactly.
We've gone all this time, you haven't said or done anything about it, and now, this volcano is erupting, and I didn't get my lifeboat ready because I didn't know I was going to need it.
Exactly.
So it is important to say, hey, you know what? This is how I'm feeling, and I need you to acknowledge this.
Right.
Because I'm about to rip your face off.
Exactly.
If things don't change.
Exactly. I had this conversation with my daughter, and I was like, you know what? I get to have feelings.
Yeah.
I get to be mad.
Yes.
And I'm mad, and you need to allow me to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's like, okay. Because I don't do that very often.
Right.
And so she's like, okay, I don't know what to do.
But it is important for her to be able to recognize that.
Right.
It's very important.
Right.
Because again, it affects your health.
It totally does.
It affects your health. And life is too short.
Mm-hmm.
Life's too short.
Yep.
I need to, if I need to be mad, I need to be mad. If I need to go and buy a convertible Mercedes, I need to go buy a convertible Mercedes.
Absolutely.
It's important to live your truth.
Exactly.
It really is. It does affect your health. It affects your life, and life is too darn short.
And we're not saying go out and quit your job tomorrow.
No.
Or
not without a plan.
Or divorce your spouse tomorrow.
Not without a plan.
Or just make sure that
have a plan.
You have a plan, and you're living your truth. And is that really your truth?
Communication is key. If you do want to divorce your spouse,
yes.
If you're feeling that because you're not feeling heard,
right,
you're not feeling seen, then communicate.
Yes.
Say, dude, seriously, look, this is how I'm feeling, and this is what I'm thinking if it doesn't change.
Yep, exactly.
This is what I'm considering. And I think that that's important because a lot of times, so many times, I hate seeing marriages break up.
Yes.
I don't like having been married 3 times.
Right.
I think it was a little more than communication that needed for those. But I really think it's important that people communicate, especially people who have been married for a long time, not to throw that out.
Right. Right.
Not to throw. There's a reason you've been together that long.
Exactly.
And so you need to speak your truth.
Right.
And so that you can live your truth together.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I did see one video called My Love.
Oh, yeah.
It's a series, brand new on Netflix.
Oh.
And they follow married people.
Oh.
People who have been married for 50, 60 years.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. These people are all in their 80s. It is amazing.
Oh, wow.
But, there's like no script. They're just following these old old people around. I almost said old farts. These old people, they're just following them. But these people, they do speak their truth, and it's hysterical. It is hysterical. But that's important because you can tell that they've been this way their whole lives.
Well, what's also really funny, it just hit me, how many people when they get older, they're just like, oh, forget it. I'm just gonna say whatever comes to mind, and
whatever comes up comes out.
Yep, exactly.
Yep. And there's a lot of that in there, which is pretty funny. This one guy in Spain, he said, are you gonna find somebody when I go? Are you gonna find somebody else? He didn't even get the whole thing out, and she's like, yep. And it's just really cute. It's really, really cute. So yeah, there's something fun to watch. But they have, and it's so funny because they are living their truth. 80 years old, she'd never been to the beach, and he plans a beach day in Spain for her.
Oh, how sweet.
It's so romantic. So romantic. I think it's important that, I just, oh my gosh. Life is just so short, and I think a lot of us we're just taught to be so polite. We're taught that we can't show that emotion.
Right.
We can't make people uncomfortable.
Exactly. Don't make people uncomfortable.
Don't rock the boat. Everything has to just be smooth. And to a point, I agree with that. To a point. But again, when it starts to hurt you,
right,
that's where the line needs to be drawn.
Right. I don't want to get to the point where I'm like Kathy Bates and fried green tomatoes. When she like loses her shit and rams the... Oh, yes. I'm older and I have better insurance.
Yep, absolutely. There's so many times I think like that. I'm like, nope. No, you don't want to get to that point.
Right.
You don't want to get to that point. That's not a good thing. But I do feel like the truth needs to be spoken more.
Yes.
We need to kind of speak up for ourselves. Yep. Because I know I have several friends, some of which that they'll speak up, and I won't say a word.
Yep.
I'll just shut down. Because I don't want to upset anybody. Well, guess what?
Right.
Guess what? I'm not going to be the only one upset. I'm just gonna say what I'm feeling.
Filter's coming off.
I know, and a lot of times, people are probably thinking, really? She's been filtering? But I really have. I really have. If you only knew. I've been filtering a lot. I don't want to do that anymore. So, yeah. Oh my gosh. I think that's important, though, especially if you want to have a beautiful life.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
If you want to have a life that you can look back and not have those regrets.
Right.
To say, yeah, you know what, I did that. I said that. I did that. And I feel better about it.
Right.
I feel better about it. Because, and also, what that is going to do is maybe you do upset people. Maybe you do lose friends. Those are the people you needed out of your life.
Right. Yep. The real friends will stick around.
Exactly. Yep. They'll just nod their head and smile and say, God, she's nuts. That crazy bitch. Like you do to me.
Right. Exactly.
Because
I don't hide any emotions on my face.
No.
I may not say it.
Nope.
But I say it with my lips.
Yes,
and
you
I'm
do. Yes, you do. I see it all in them eyes. Those eyes, your eyes say it all. And I'll know. I'll be talking and I'm like, I'll stop. Just stop talking. She's got that look. You lost her. Let it go. New subject. Ready? No, I agree though. That's funny though that all of that has come about now. Because, again, I've been talking about it, about not feeling like I'm being honest, and then now all of a sudden you're getting that message over and over.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, I felt like I was having my own little private reading there,
Right.
you know, with some of the things that were being said.
So, how do you feel about it? Do you know, are you going to change anything?
I'm trying to, because I'm the same way. I don't like to rock the boat, but
Yeah.
I feel like I have been speaking out a little bit more.
Good.
Yeah, so.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think that, you know, it's not like we have to jump out there and
Right.
karate chop everything.
Right.
But I do think it is important to stand up
Yes, I agree.
and to be firm in your convictions. Yeah. Good for you.
Yeah, same.
Good for you.
Same.
Thanks. Yeah, you want to go test drive a Mercedes with me?
Hell yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it. But before we do that, let's talk about what's hot in Arizona.
Oh yeah, we went to an awesome place.
Oh my gosh.
It's
So,
so cool.
just way cool. You want to talk about beauty.
Oh yes.
Oh my gosh. My mother, when she passed away, actually before she passed away, she filled out one of those little silly, you know, online things that you pass around with all your friends. You know, have you ever been in an ambulance? Have you ever, you know, broken a bone? Do you have a tattoo? If not, would you get one? And if so, what would it be? So nobody in my family has tattoos, but my mother said she would, and it would be a butterfly.
I love butterflies. That's
So-
my next tattoo.
After, which I thought was weird. I didn't think my mother would have ever gotten a tattoo, ever even considered.
Yep.
And after she passed away, we started finding butterflies everywhere.
Yep.
Scarves, beautiful, beautiful glass boxes that she had with butterflies on them.
Yeah.
Shirts, jackets, all these. Every drawer we'd open, there's something with a butterfly. I was like, this is so weird. And then they started showing up.
Yes.
Places that I wouldn't expect. You know, there's not a whole lot really in Flagstaff.
Right.
And there they were. All the time, fluttering around me.
Yeah.
What? Butterflies? They're not moths. I like butterflies.
I love butterflies. And when, you know, since Thomas died, I see them all the time too. Like one day I was really thinking about him. I was really missing him one day. And I walked outside. It was when I lived in Gilbert. I walked outside and my whole front yard was covered with butterflies.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, what in the world? And I just started crying. My next tattoo will be a butterfly, and it will be the colors of suicide awareness. So it'll be the purple and the turquoise. And so
Oh my gosh.
that's my next
That's awesome.
tattoo.
That's awesome.
I love butterflies.
Luckily, we have a place here in the valley, Scottsdale.
Yes.
Butterfly Wonderland.
It's so
What
amazing.
a great name, right?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it truly is.
Oh yeah.
It truly is a wonderland. And you walk in, and it's so cute because you get to see the movie, which is amazing.
It is.
Monarch butterflies are just amazing butterflies.
They really are.
I can't believe what they do. And then you go to, I like to call it the nursery. And you get to see little baby butterflies
Yep.
just pushing their way out of their little chrysalis.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. I say little baby butterflies.
One of them was very big.
It was as big as my hand.
It was big.
Huge little baby butterfly. And then you get to walk out into the butterfly area.
Oh my gosh, it was so amazing.
And it really is. It's like a dream almost.
Oh, yes.
You walk in and everything is misty because they do have misters.
Yeah.
So everything is kind of misty. And then all of a sudden you see all these little fluttering.
Oh, it's
just
so awesome. And
coming
they're all
so
different
close
colors.
to you.
Yeah, and they're like, you know, buzzing your head.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
just- oh.
And they range like, they had some little ones, right? Little, like a, I don't know what, silver dollar size, you know? And they get, again, up to the ones big as your hand.
Yes.
Just huge, huge, completely different than moths. Completely
Yes.
different.
Yes.
Completely different. How are they different? Moths are just nighttime butterflies. No. Moths are idiots and they don't know where they're going. Butterflies slow. The wings are so nice and delicate and gentle, and they really are amazing.
They really are.
And this is really such a cool place because they have lots of places for you to sit.
Yep.
You do have to wear your mask. Lots of places for you to sit and enjoy these butterflies, and they do get close.
Yep.
I have had them land on me before. They didn't land this time, but you do have to be careful where you walk. They have chickens.
They did have chickens.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
I saw the little house, and I'm like, I wonder what lives in there. And then I turned around, and I'm like, oh, must be you little fat chicken. So cute. But these beautiful, beautiful butterflies just all around you. At any given time, they have anywhere from 12 to 1,500 of these butterflies just flying around.
Yep.
And they get them imported from all over the world. And then they put them in their little nursery. And then they let them loose when they are all dried off and ready to go. They bring them in and let them loose in that sanctuary there. Absolutely stunning.
It is. It was so amazing. And it's so peaceful in there.
I was
they
just
have little
going to say,
jazz playing in the background.
even
and
though
it's just,
you're not in there alone,
right.
it is still so peaceful.
Because everybody feels that calmness come over.
Yeah.
And so everybody's just in there to relax and enjoy the moment.
Even the little kids.
Oh, yeah.
Even little kids who, they're, but then all of a sudden they're just like, oh, little butterflies.
Yep.
I know little butterflies.
It was amazing.
It really was amazing. A whole lot of fun. They are located at 9500 East Via de Ventura in Scottsdale. It was just for the tickets for the Butterfly Wonderland was like $25 for adults. You can get other packages because there's so much to do over there on the boardwalk.
Yeah.
You can get other packages for other places that like the dinosaur place we went to.
Yeah.
You can get that one, and then it's like,
the aquarium, the mirror maze.
Right, Ripley's. There's all kinds of stuff over there.
Yeah.
But it was $25 just for the Butterfly Wonderland. Now, it's not just butterflies. They also have an area of reptiles. We did not go through that area.
No.
And honestly, I don't remember if I've ever been through that area. I don't know if that's new. But they have fish. They have like an aquarium area, which they have a shark, a little baby shark. And they have rays and fish from all over.
Yep.
Yeah, big fish. Oh my God, how big was that fish? Seriously, he was like 2 feet long.
Yeah.
And yeah, he was ginormous. And one fish had some crazy stuff like hanging down from his chin. I don't know, maybe he fished for other fish. I don't know, but it was craziness. That was crazy. So we're sitting in the mobile studio. I can't let that go by.
No.
A group of motorcycles just went by. One dude doing a wheelie.
Yeah.
I'm like, please stay balanced. It was crazy. Yeah, it looked really nice, but oh my gosh. Butterfly Wonderland, beautiful place. And they take your picture in the beginning against a green screen, and then they add stuff in the butterflies and whatnot. So yeah, we went ahead and opted for that.
Yeah, we did.
It was fun. It was very cute. So it was a lot of fun. I would definitely go back again.
Oh, I want to go back. Totally.
And they also say if you really want, here's the hot scoop, go early when they open because the butterflies are just waking up. And so they're a little bit more active, a little bit more flying around. And, a
good
lot
times.
of fun.
It was so much fun.
It was a real good time.
I loved it.
Well, I want to thank you for joining me.
Well, thank you.
I'm glad you really liked it.
I loved it.
Yeah.
It was great.
It was very cool. Very cool. Even if you don't like moths, you'll definitely like this. So, yeah, head on out there. 9500 East Via de Ventura, Butterfly Wonderland in Scottsdale. Definitely worth the price of admission.
Absolutely.
That's going to be it for me. I think we need to go and live our truths.
Yeah, me too.
For sure.
Definitely.
For sure. You can follow me, Scarlett, on Facebook and Instagram at HeartPrinceAZ.
And me, Kelly, on Instagram, Healthy Heart and Happy Soul.
And don't forget, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit that like button and the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you always know when we upload a new video. And share this video with your friends because you never know who needs to hear it? Everybody have a great week.
Bye.